You know, if you're seeing the little spinning thing go every time you start your computer, or you start your computer, you go, you make your coffee, have your breakfast, and then you come back and it's still not up. Craig Smith is here today to talk to us about a brand that is nationally, in fact, world-renowned, HP Computers. Here at QVC, they're our #1 computer brand, and we're bringing you all the best features in a laptop. 17 inches, touch screen, with or without MS365 are your choices today. They come with the mouse. We've got an awesome pack out for you. But Craig Smith, more than anything, I know this, is that all around America, there are people with computers right now that are running Windows 10 or previous models. And what does that mean? That Windows 10 by September is going to lose its support.
That's right. And what that means for you, so when you get those little updates on your computer, like, oh, I got another update, that's a good thing because it's improving the programs to work more efficiently. Once we get into October of this year, you still have a Windows 10 computer, no updates, which means all those programs are going to start slowing down. All that antivirus protection you get with Defender, not going to be able to stop the new stuff. So if you haven't made the move already, your clock is ticking on you to make the move to Windows 11. A great way to do that. Pick up a brand spanking new HP computer with tons of great specs inside.
All right, so we're going to talk to you all about the details, but here's your choice on your screen. So the sale price, $649.98, gets you the computer without MS365 installed. $699.98, that's the one I would do. It's $10 more on Easy Pay, just $140 with free shipping. Gets you MS365, that subscription for a full year. So if you're working, computing, if you are in school and you're doing word processing or Excel spreadsheets or PowerPoint presentations, you're going to want to pick up the $140 Easy Pay with MS365. E326885 is your item number. We've got several color choices like this exclusive aquamarine that you're seeing
gorgeous.
there.
Look at that keyboard with a little bit of cool design. This is part of the great relationship we have with HP and QVC, Alberti. We get these great colors like the aquamarine screen.
Another exclusive right over here you're going to see is that Sun-Kissed Plum, which also has a really beautiful, the keyboard actually has that kind of color on it. Then we also have over here the brand new, I believe this was brand new this year, right? The lavender? Was it one of the new? Oh no, the Sun-Kissed Plum
was new. I don't know if lavender was.
The lavender, which is really pretty. Up here we have our beautiful moonlight blue. And then we also have next to that our diamond white. E326855. There's no reorder on this model, but here's what's going on in what we have left. Without MS365, I have 3 options for you. Diamond white, moonlight blue, and lavender. Fewer than 2 dozen in each.
So that means
with MS365, we have all options available, but here's what's left. If you want the moonlight blue up here, I have not even 100. If you want the lavender, I have fewer than 100. If you want Sun-Kissed Plum, 3 dozen. Diamond white, 5 dozen. This is for the whole country.
Yeah.
And then right over here, aquamarine sky, 3 dozen. Okay, Craig Smith.
That's not going to stick around.
Let's get right into it. Let's talk about what this computer has built in. So the touch screen.
The touch screen's a big story because we're using our fingers all the time on our tablets, on our phones. But the screen, not just that it's touch, it's huge. Look at my phone. I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I've got a big phone. I can go 1, 2, 3, more than 4 times across.
Wow.
If you're still trying to watch movies and do your emails and do all of that on a small screen, take the step up, get yourself into a 17-inch screen, because when I blow that video up, how do you want to watch that content? Do you want to see Alberti's backyard like this, or do you want to see Alberti's property like that?
I wish that was my backyard.
You and me both, buddy, because I'd be coming to visit all the time. But that big screen experience really makes a difference, and that's why people love laptops.
And then right over here, while we're here, take a look at this keyboard. It's a full-size keyboard with the numerical pad on the right-hand side.
That's right.
With the little touchpad right over there, the little
fingerprint
reader.
scanner.
Yeah.
So that's built in as well, as you see right next to that Intel logo, and we're going to get inside of the tech specs in just a couple of seconds. But fingerprint scanner to log on. Also the beautiful colors. This is a backlit keyboard. We get asked that question all the time.
It's the #1 requested feature, touch and backlit
all
keyboard.
the time. And actually, I'll move over here and just show you. But the lights are pretty bright here in the QVC studio. You may not be able to see it real well, but just simply tagging that button right there allows me to turn on and multiple different levels of brightness with that backlit keyboard. Really gives you a lot of freedom, because if it's a low light scenario at all, those keys are going to jump out. Big stereo bar on the top for high definition audio, all those great specs, and just a beautiful machine. And what's inside is even more impressive.
Yeah, so let's talk about the inside of this, right?
Sure.
Because when you get a brand new computer, of course, you want it to be fast.
That's right.
You want it to have storage, and of course, you want it to be responsive
That's
when you're working on it.
Yeah, and those things that make that happen are the processor, the amount of RAM, and the type of storage you have in this computer. So this is an Intel N200 processor, 3.7 gigahertz of speed. What that means for you, this processor actually is smart enough to get a turbo boost kicked in when you're doing those more challenging tasks, like downloading folders and files and things like that, and throttles back when you don't need the power. 8 gigabytes of RAM means multitasking is easy, and the storage, huge storage locker, 256 gigabytes of a solid state drive.
That's
what does that
awesome.
mean for you? 200,000 plus photos. 94,000 songs. I don't know what you're rocking out to this summer, Alberti, but I got a confident feeling that you can fit all of your music on there with 94,000 songs. And if you're taking this computer on the go, how about the ability to store 120 full high-definition movies? This is a massive storage locker, and with that solid-state drive, you get a thinner machine, a lighter machine, weighs less than 5 pounds, and also substantial battery life and better speed, too. So solid-state drive, everyone's going in that direction. If you haven't made that upgrade yet, now might be a good time for you.
Bluetooth capable, but they still give you a place to plug in your headphones on this side, right over there. You've got other ports like your HDMI port. This right over here is the dongle that connects your wireless mouse to the computer so that they can talk to each other. And you've got that super speed USB drive right there. On the other side, right over here, this is where you're just going to power it up. You've got another super speed USB
That's a
port.
traditional USB, but they have both, the USB and the USB-C. The reason that's important, Alberti, is the next phone you get, if you don't have it already, is going to be using the newer port.
Yeah.
We still have the older port and the newer port, so this is
port.
future-ready computing for you as your technology evolves over the years.
E326855 is your item number. If you are in the market for a brand new computer, I will tell you this, pick it up at QVC. We not only give you a great model with all the add-ins, we give you a better value. Today, you're going to save close to $70 to $80 when you pick it up at our store, and we have it for you on Easy Pay, $130 to get it home without MS365, $699.98, or just $140 to get it home with MS365, and we ship it to you for free. By the way, the free shipping and handling goes away at the end of the day today. You still have 30 days to try it, and if you don't love it, you can send it back, no restocking fees. E326855. If you want it in the lavender, now we have without MS365 and with MS365. Without MS365, we are last call. Lavender, Moonlight Blue, and your Diamond White. With MS365, Lavender, Moonlight Blue, Sun-Kissed Plum, exclusive to us, Diamond White, and then there is that exclusive Aquamarine Sky are available as well. But let's talk about how we started this presentation.
Sure.
Windows 11.
Big
Okay,
story.
so remember, Windows 10 going away in September. Windows 11, now the new standard going forward with support. The only way you're going to get further support and updates is with Windows 11. So what does Windows 11 do for me?
Yeah, it's a newer operating system. It's been around for a couple of years now, but what they did is they've redesigned the way you can interact with your computer, making everything substantially easier. Alberti, the days of saying, I got to be a tech wizard to understand how to work a computer, thankfully enough, they're disappearing. And with Windows 11, more easy than ever to interact with your computer. They moved the Start menu right to the center, easier to create, connect, and play, access to all those great applications you want to dive into, adjust your settings, pick your favorite theme. How do you want your computer to use, or look rather, because we all got our own little style, right? We want it to be interactive and fun. This is a feature I love, by the way.
I do this all the time.
Snap.
Yes.
This is a game changer because all of us are multitasking, whether it's just this computer or you're hooking up to external monitors. You snap easily the programs into different quadrants on your screen, helps it stay more organized. There's also easier ways to interact with your contacts because now it's not just an email. It's an email, it's a text, it's a video chat, multiple ways easier to get a hold of the people that you want to interact with. Here's a feature called Widgets, which gives you quick access to information that you want at the start of your day, so you don't have to type in www.findmyweathernearme.com. You just open up your widgets, boom, you know the forecast for the day, you know the sports scores, you know the news highlights, everything you want right away. There's a look at that multitasking, and there's also some great gaming capability. Just to be clear, this is not a full gaming computer, but with that N200 processor, you got plenty of speed to do all kinds of great things, and also access to the Microsoft Store, which means you can access over 1 million different applications. So watch your TikToks nonstop. Watch all the QVC people on TikTok because they're blowing it up right now. Productivity, fun, gaming, whatever you want to do, you can do it on this great machine.
And remember, you can pick it up with MS365 today as well. Aquamarine Sky is our most popular choice. MS365, for somebody that doesn't know what that is, I feel like everybody needs to write up a paper at some point, make a spreadsheet at some point. Maybe you're doing a PowerPoint presentation for a bake sale or for, you know, the boardroom, right?
Could be anything.
You have the ability to get that option with your purchase today for that $140 easy pay. But let's talk about that really quickly.
Yeah, the Microsoft Office, I say go with it. And overwhelmingly, we bring in a lot more of them that have the option with Microsoft Office because people go with it.
Oh, of course.
And if you want to get it later down the road, it's going to cost you more money to get the computer and then subscribe to Microsoft Office. And we're talking about Word for documents, Excel for spreadsheets, PowerPoint gives you amazing presentations. This video is going to talk to it. And what's really neat about these programs, if you're thinking about that high school student, that college student, you're working on projects together, with all of these, you can interact on the same documents, spreadsheets, presentations at the same time. As long as you're connected to the internet, it makes the magic happen. I love Excel. I use it all the time to help organize my schedules, organize my business. My kids, by the way, my daughter is graduating high school next week. She's been using PowerPoint since elementary school to create presentations. So the days of the different colored construction paper and flipping them over to do a presentation, gone. There's also some great Skype long-distance phone call options that are built in here as well. You get the whole suite for the year. And by the way, you see it's only a $50 price difference. If you go out and get Microsoft Office on your own, it's going to cost you more than $50. So it's better to get it now. And it's programs that people use with regularity. You may not be using it now, but if you're interact with somebody and they send you a spreadsheet, say, hey, can you update this? You don't have Office, you can't do it, and that can be a challenge.
Yeah, and by the way, today we do have that free shipping and handling for you. So I will tell you, without MS365, again, last call, diamond white, there's your moonlight blue, here's your lavender. If you want it with MS365, all options are currently still available, but if you want that aquamarine sky, that one is the most popular. Fewer than 2 dozen to go around there. If you want that sun-kissed plum, I have 2 dozen. Exactly 24.
They're flying out of here right now.
If you want the diamond white, 5 dozen with MS365 option and a dozen without. If you want the moonlight blue, 1 dozen without MS365, 6 dozen with MS365. And if you want lavender, we are last call without. And we have 6 dozen with MS365. Also, AI is built right in.
Copilot, fun to use, play around with it, have fun. It's going to be your new best friend when you're using your computer.
All right, well, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show, Craig Smith.
Good to see you,
Our
my man.
electronics expert extraordinaire. Pick up your HP computers today for dads, grads. Of course, if yourself, maybe you've got the dreams of writing your own book. You can do it with your brand new laptop. E326-855 is your item number for that. You know, we have something really cool in our show at the lowest price that